portrait of Daniel of Mayfair is complicated, brushed with a variety of strokes: abuse, worry, fear. It is easy to dismiss him as a monster, selfish and lacking empathy. But just as we are more than what others see, Daniel too is more than simply a cruel, unfeeling man. Suffering abuse by not only the school bully, but his own father, Daniel also shouldered the burden of a frail sister. Hazel spent all summer in bed. He used to read to her after helping father with his work. In his mind, he was like Scheherazade, and as long as he kept telling the story, she would not die. Although Hazel's parents gave up and sent her to the Canterbury Hospice for the rest of her life, she and Daniel remained close. At 15, she embraced him and wished him a grand adventure in Algeria. He left to assist Professor Herbert in Africa, but brought with him emotional baggage, including nyctophobia, fear of darkness. He wasn't particularly afraid of the dark, but he had always disliked going into the basement. His father urged him on to fetch the red dye. As he stepped into the dark, he thought,
"Oh, I'm escape this."
The blue-colored tint came crashing down. His father heard the jar break and yelled from upstairs. There was no need for punishment. He could already feel the sting of his father's belt. He cried like a little boy he was, all alone in the dark basement, broken glass tearing at the flesh of his naked feet, and blood mixed with blue tint. It was around this time that Daniel had his first experience with punishing the wicked. The bully, Henry Bedloe, pushed him too far and, rock in hand, he struck Henry to the cheers of other children. The praise of the other children proved it. Henry was a terrible person and deserved what he got. Daniel was a hero. Unfortunately, his father disagreed. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. But he had to be brave for his dear sister. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. When he became an adult, Daniel was finally able to leave the fear behind. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. He believed things would be different, a breath of clean air after years of being stifled. He was no longer the son of an abusive father. He was an archaeologist working for the British Museum. He escaped his past and saw a bright future. It was with these feelings that he joined Professor Herbert.